Today, we discuss about another charming personality, Dolly Parton. Karoline Leavitt, a rising star in American conservative politics, has drawn widespread attention not just for her outspoken views and rapid political ascent, but also for the unexpected details of her physical appearance, particularly her petite stature. While many political figures often appear larger than life, Leavitt defies that image with her relatively small frame, which has surprised many who meet her in person after seeing her dynamic presence on television or at rallies. Standing at just around 5 feet tall, she brings a commanding presence that belies her size. This contrast between her physical stature and political presence has become an intriguing aspect of her public persona. Born in 1997, Leavitt is among the youngest figures to gain national prominence in conservative circles. Her youth and compact size contrast sharply with the image of older, towering political figures who have traditionally dominated the American political landscape. Yet, rather than hindering her, this has seemingly fueled her appeal, especially among younger voters and conservatives looking for fresh faces unafraid to challenge the establishment. It also underscores her grit. Being underestimated physically and professionally has only strengthened her resolve to stand firm on her beliefs. When she served as a former assistant press secretary under President Donald Trump and later ran for Congress in New Hampshire, she demonstrated that size has nothing to do with strength, clarity, or conviction. During her campaign, Leavitt earned a reputation for being sharp-tongued, articulate, and unapologetically conservative, traits that often put her in the national spotlight. People who met her during town halls and campaign stops frequently remarked on how surprising it was to see someone so small deliver such fiery and confident speeches. In media interviews and debates, Karoline's stature never seemed to be a limitation. Instead, it became part of her distinctive character. Her small size has, in some ways, worked to her advantage, creating a visual juxtaposition with her bold political views. Viewers and supporters often find themselves inspired by the idea that someone who doesn't physically tower over others can still command a room with intellect, clarity, and determination. What also makes Leavitt's physical presence noteworthy is how it reflects broader shifts in American politics. The era of traditional power archetypes, where leaders had to be older, male, and physically imposing, is fading. Karoline Leavitt represents a new generation where intelligence, communication, and authenticity are more valued than stature or age. Her success in gaining national attention, despite her size and youth, is symbolic of this cultural transformation. In a world where appearance can heavily influence public perception, Karoline Leavitt breaks expectations. Her actual size might be small, but her voice is loud, her presence is strong, and her ambitions are vast. For many, she is living proof that true power doesn't come from how tall you stand, but how deeply you stand by your values. Her journey reminds us all that it's not about the size of the candidate in the fight, but the size of the fight in the candidate.